And hello, very good evening, and welcome to our live Thursday night stream and a first chance to look at the brand new Medway Valley line. I know there'll been plenty of videos around on YouTube over the last 24 hours or so, and we had the live stream as well last night, but I've literally downloaded it in the last couple of hours, so the first chance for me, and hopefully you can have a look through it with us as well to have a look at it. So we'll get going in a minute. We'll probably do about an hour and a half, I suppose. We're going to start off with a run from Tonbridge to Strood, that much I do know, but let us get going. And a very good evening to Rachel, to Concord, and to Dominic. Hope you are all well on this Thursday evening. And Dominic's already saying, really loving this route and the details amazing. Haven't stopped playing this. Well, I haven't actually had a chance to even have a go at it yet. So let's get the game going and underway. But yeah, very much looking forward to it. And good evening, Brian, as well. Hope you are well. I mean, I think I said in the intro, really, but when the route was first announced before Christmas, I was slightly underwhelmed by the choice, and I thought, it's fairly short, it's not particularly exciting, we're only getting a kind of a enhanced 375, but you can already see by the detail that the Firefly team have put into it that it's absolutely superb. And good evening, Scooby, as well. Good evening, Azza. Good evening, everyone. So I think we're going to start off with a 375 run. We've got to start off with a 375, I think. And we're going to take a run from Tonbridge to Strood. Dominic says, is it me or Matt? Is Matt getting more fed up in streams? Didn't seem too happy about the toilet when I watched the stream yesterday. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it was kind of, my guess is it was kind of like slightly ironic humour, because I think he once said a couple of years back, I think he said something along the lines of, we'll never have toilets in Train Sim World. But now we do. Yeah, definitely, Concord. I think that's the key thing. I mean, there were more exciting possibilities in terms of the journeys, but the detail that they put in is absolutely immense. Yeah, no worries, Azzy. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Right, so yeah, you were loving it as well, Brian. You've got it, have you? So it's all worked out well for me. It's just given me, it was a doddle getting it installed, and it was kind of done for 7:30, so there was no last minute worries that it wasn't going to be uploaded. Or downloaded, I should say, in time. That was pretty straightforward. Excellent, Brian. Good evening, Bob. I know. Well, we'll have a look at that in a second when we board our 375. I mean, it's a silly little gimmick, but it's one of those things that we've said for ages. Why can't you just open the door and access the toilet area? Yeah, I thought it was sheep moving, but to see horses is even better. Still haven't had a sheep board the train yet. Well, you just wait until a bug comes along and suddenly we have a whole host of sheep joining the train. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody does a little mod as well, a cheeky mod where they make that happen. I'd quite be intrigued to get the mod in, delete it just for the fun of it. So this is the one I'm going to start with because I've made a note of both the head code number and the signal number, so that'll help us with the GSMR. Yeah, that's probably true actually, Rachel. I think that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, we knew that this Firefly team were absolutely brilliant with all the mods or the enhancement packs that they've done for various routes, so I think we knew it was going to be good, and I think we already know it is. Ah, excellent, Brian. Yeah, you're having a good go at it. So I'm not going to be too worried about timekeeping on this run, because it's more about kind of seeing the scenery and looking at all the various bits and bobs about it. Yeah, the 73 would be lovely, wouldn't it? And the 92, yeah. Now this is Tonbridge, probably the least exciting place I would imagine on the route. And this is
next train to depart from platform 1 will be the 0837 Southeastern service to Strood, calling at Paddockwood, Beltring, Yalding, Wateringbury, East Farley, Maidstone West, Maidstone Barracks, Aylesford, New Hive, Snodland, calling Cuxton and Strood. This train has 3 coaches.
right. There we go. So we'll set things up in a second, but before we do get going, I do want to have I do fancy a trip to the toilet actually at this stage. Not sure why there's passengers on board already, because we haven't opened the doors, and this is supposed to be the starting point for the service. Good evening, Oscar. Well, this is the Tonbridge. 4-hour stream then. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know too much about Tonbridge, to be honest with you. Right, so we can open the toilet door. Yes, Oscar, yeah. Yeah, good evening, Oscar, by the way. So you can actually shut the door as well. There's obviously not much to see around here, but you can sit on the toilet seat. So I like the fact that we have a mirror there as well. I don't think you can do anything with those things, but other than that, it's kind of got that grey veneer. I love the fact that it's also kind of like slightly marked as well, unless it's just my eyesight. Yeah, shame you can't see your own reflection through the door there, but silly little gimmick, but it's nice. I know, yeah. I've got a feeling. I don't think we can we? No. Actually, I haven't tried that. Oh, flush. Oh, you can press the flush. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Probably bad manners there, isn't it, to flush the toilet after you've opened the doors, but there we go. Right, let's get our train set up. Have some headlights on as well. So we need to set up the GSMR. This is fairly easy if you've done this on Train Sim Classic. So we need 2 Tango 1 1 9, and then I've already wrote down the signal code, so 161. Better open some doors, actually, haven't we? You're right, Brian. Yeah, should have gone earlier.
Welcome aboard this southeastern service to Strood, Calling at Paddock Wood, Beltring, Yalding, Wateringbury, East Farley, Maidstone West, Maidstone Barrows, Aylesford, New Heights, Snodland, Horling, Cuxton, and Strood.
Yeah, plenty of toilet humour, it has to be said at the start. I mean, actually, let's have a quick chance to have a look over the area as well, because I don't really know. I don't know Tonbridge too well, but again, straight away you can see kind of unique buildings that you've not seen quite so much of in other places. So we are definitely going to be late, it has to be said. Some interesting buildings. I like that. That's good. Right. Right. Lock the doors. Yeah, I like that. Air freshener, Mr. P. Signal system and hearing voices is so good, and not just the same voice. Yeah, I wonder if Maidstone East is visible in the game. Yeah, good shout. I don't know. What do we press? Wait, that's it, B. So it's bound to be a bit stuttery because obviously this is my first go at it, so we haven't had a chance to load the shaders in.
The next station is Paddock Wood.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice because Tonbridge is very much part of the main line, isn't it? So to be, it would be lovely if you could do a bit more here. So we've got something like, what have we got? 5 miles to go to Paddock Wood. And a lot of the services, of course, terminate at Paddock Wood. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll try and do as much as we can looking around. But I'll probably stick to the... I'm not going to do what Matt did last night and drive from the outside view. It's... I kind of want to see what I'm doing from the cab. Let me know if the sounds are loud enough. It's always a difficult thing to judge, and it kind of sounds dead quiet to me coming through the headset, but I can turn it up if you like. It'd be quite interesting to set the camera at Tonbridge and on free roam at some point, and you'll get all the mainline traffic coming through. I didn't watch it all actually, because I watched about 45 minutes of it, and then I wanted to do a recording because I've got a Class 90 video coming up tomorrow night, which is King's Cross to Leeds and the Class 90. So I thought, well, I'd better get recording, otherwise it'll be midnight by the time I get to Leeds. So I kind of watched it for about, I suppose I watched about an hour of it all told, or just slightly less than an hour. But apart from things like the sheep and the horses and stuff, but the one thing, it just seemed as though the foliage and the grass, it was kind of extended out. It wasn't just sort of you know, really flat green grass everywhere. It looked like a good attempt to get it right. Okay, yeah, right. Oh, that must have been amazing though, being part of Eurostar. Yeah, when I was at Eurostar, signalman at Ashford held me at Tonbridge for 20 minutes, asked him why. Reply I got was 20 minutes early. Was on a Sunday though, very annoying. Yeah, I can imagine that. And this is the one bit of mainline running we have really along here. Right, we've got double yellow, which I presume is for the purposes of getting down to the speed limits down to 40. Then we got the station. I mean, it's such a while since I've driven the 375 in the game. I kind of can barely remember whether it's kind of like a huge improvement or not. But I presume the sounds are massively better. I should have really given it a try with the old 375 just so that I could observe the difference. Oh yeah, yeah, I could imagine. I suppose it's you know, kind of a notch even further forward with the with Eurostar. You kind of get into the realms of not just British trains, but kind of European stuff as well. I don't know, I'm being very naughty tonight because I'm having, not just having the coffee, but a glass of red wine as well. Right, so we are, yeah, we're definitely signalled, aren't we, onto the branch. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, yeah. I mean, that is one of the great dreams.
We will shortly be arriving at Paddock Wood. This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
I've got a new phone number, haven't we? Yeah, I'd love to be able to drive out of Charing Cross, and that is one of the, oh actually that was the stock car marker there, wasn't it? Yeah, some older first gen units would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, but yeah, London Charing Cross to Ashford would be fantastic.
Eastern service to Strood, Calling at Beltring, Hilding, Watering Green, East Farley, Maidstone West, Maidstone Barracks, Horling, Cuxton, and Strood.
0850 Southeastern. Service to Tunbridge.
Yeah, we'll try and. The thing is, I can't play the announcements. Oh, what have I done here? Have I shut the doors? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, perhaps I was.
Please remember to mind the gap when boarding and
Oh, there we go.
boarding the train.
I'll perhaps not play all the in-cab announcements at the station every time because they go on for so long.
The next station is Beltring.
Interesting that it's momentarily single track from the platform there. Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, special, different, like European signalling systems, TGV line, yeah. Yeah, I love the 411. Oh, we're probably holding that service up by running late, aren't we? I love the 411 on Train Sim Classic. Yeah, it'd be lovely to have other parts of the southern and southwest of England put in. Brian, I'm on my third glass. No wonder my driving's bonkers. Well, there you go. Doesn't matter, does it? All right, you've already completed your mastery on this route. It's quite an easy one this time. Yeah, it does. It's a nice chilled out one, isn't it? Really is a nice chilled out route. But plenty to engage your brain as well in terms of regular stops to negotiate as well. All right, I must admit, I've never really got into the mastery. Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, I'm certainly not contemplate. Well, I can't even do it with the hood at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been my. I mean, it's not obviously the first foray into southeastern territory with the St Pancras to Faversham and Ashford and the some of the local lines, but it's kind of been a long time.
We will shortly be arriving at Beltring. Would customers please take care when alighting the train? This station has a narrow platform.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit of getting the hang of these stations again. It's kind of like seeing them for the first time, isn't it? Oh, there's only one stop car marker here. What a great name as well, Beltring. I love that. So again, we're kind of into the realms of quiet places. There we are. I love the fact that the sheep move. Seems on a very determined mission there. And they look kind of realistic. Having a good nosy at what's going on in that shed. Pecking away, it seems. What is behind there? Wow. Yeah, I can't quite keep them still for some reason. Oh, we got a nice level crossing as well. Oh, that's good. Traffic's getting a bit impatient. Oh, I love the posters as well. Let's have a look there. More summer days, less motorways. Ditch the car and take the train. Oh, they're very nicely done, aren't they? Don't know if they're official ones or not. Now, I better get the train moving. We're going to be properly holding things up, aren't we? Yes, I can remember. I've got a video somewhere of the whole of the Weymouth to Waterloo line, and yeah, it's very, very nice at that end. The whole journey is interesting, actually, Weymouth to Waterloo. Yeah, it's a fantastic route, isn't it? That and as I said, I was one of the big skeptics, but it was kind of like, well, if you're going to do a route which is set in the country like this, then is that the Medway we're going over there? Then you know, if you're going to do it to this high standard, then what's not to love about it? Yeah, very much so, Azzy. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I think that even the GSMR has been a feature that people have been asking for a long time, and it just kind of feels as though it was so simple to implement. I don't know how easy it was.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Right, let's come into Yielding. I'm about to overshoot a platform at some point. Probably helped slightly that we've got a 3-car train. And I'm sure they've got their own unique trees as well. It doesn't feel as though they've just got the generic trees. Interesting. Again, very, very distinctive houses there. They could easily have put something in that was incredibly generic. And then you immediately go out to the river there, and there we are. That looks an expensive looking speedboat, doesn't it? But that's cost a fair bit. Yeah, lovely. I mean, obviously the scenery doesn't go out much farther beyond that. Oh, where are we? Locked doors. I thought I'd done that once. Right, it's happy now. All right, you're out shopping for on Monday for a new car. Going for a test drive next Monday. I'll order a brand called a Moda, and it's fully loaded as standard. Don't know many cars that can do that. Ah, excellent. Yeah.
The next station is Watering.
So is that a new motorhome then? Not heard of those, a Moda, I have to say. I've got to swap my car at some point in the next couple of months or so, because I think the agreement's coming to an end. But yeah, definitely, and I think a lot of people have asked for that GSMR. I know it's, you know, it's slightly a gimmicky thing, but it's something you do in real life, and I mean, how hard was that to set up? Oh, right, okay, no, actually a car, I see. Right, okay. Right, oh, sounds very nice. But you kind of think, how difficult was it to implement the GSMR after all this time? And, you know, Firefly have done it straight off. So, what have we got next? Watering berry, and I think this is, as I got as far as this on the stream last night, and I thought this looks an absolutely stunning location. So we're still going alongside the River Medway, I think. Yeah, it's the first time. I mean, we've had it in Trade Sim Classic for ages. I mean, funnily enough, it's not in the Class 90 that I was driving last night, which will be on the video for tomorrow night. But that was quite an old loco that was produced for Armstrong Powerhouse. Oh, excellent! I'll have to have a look at that. Actually, it's interesting to compare. Now, say I am. It is loud enough, the game, isn't it? Let me know if you need me to turn it up. And we've got a kind of an interesting looking station here. I love the lampposts. Yeah, this is very nice station building. Oh, I love the features down there. Oh, there's a thing about that's an Oast house, isn't it? And I think, haven't we got some Oast houses in the distance over here? Lovely view there, looking out over the river. Sure, it was here where we could. Was it here where we could see the Oast houses in the distance? But I can't. Perhaps it wasn't here. Can't see them at the moment. Again, plenty of expensive-looking boats about. I don't know actually. Tail lights, good question. I haven't actually they're up here somewhere, aren't they? Where are we? There we are. See, I'd never make a real driver, would I? Yeah, well, as I was kind of saying last night, it's just nice to be able to drive routes that you just can't do on Train Sim World at the moment. So and say, have a look at, if you get the chance, have a watch of some of the video from tomorrow, which is King's Cross to Leeds. But nice to be able to do a big long run like that.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016.
Yeah, we'll see if we can spot one at some point, but they're a very, very distinctive looking building. Bit like a, what could you describe it as? Perhaps like a pepper pot, I would say. But yeah, as you say, grain mills originally. But yeah, I constantly go back to Train Sim Classic because it's nice when new stuff comes out. And I think, as Southwestern alluded to, we have got an extension of the Waterloo line coming up to Southampton at some point that somebody's doing for free. So you do get little bits here and there that you just can't do in Train Sim Classic. I don't play on it often. I mean, Train Sim World will always be the go-to game nowadays. But I mean, we've got this route in Train Sim Classic, and it's kind of like night and day, really. It could be, Brian. Yeah, they're very, very. I mean, it's a particular distinctive feature in. I don't know if there's other counties, but it's particularly famous for being in Kent, isn't it? Yeah, exactly, Concord. Because I mean, there's a very, very old route that goes all the way to Weymouth, but and you know, it was kind of. I think the problem is the chap who did it kind of outreached himself really, because he put loads of the network in, but never really had the chance to really tidy it up. But I think even in Train Sim Classic terms, a decent version of it would be quite nice. I love the foliage there, where it's kind of not just kind of green, clean grass. You've got a little bit more like foliage slightly beyond the track.
We will shortly be arriving at East Farm. This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
All right, you mean for Train Sim Classic, Concord? Yeah, I think the trouble is sometimes it's a question of not totally outreaching yourself, because you can sometimes try and do too much. We've got some Oast houses over there. Love the I love the level crossing stuff as well, and the fact that we've got proper markings there. That looks. I mean, we've had some really rubbish attempts at level crossings in Train Sim Classic before. Lovely view. This is the station I was thinking of. Lovely view again over the river. I don't know how many of those expensive speedboats you would get in real life, but yeah, here's a little collection of Oast houses over here. Very interesting, and again, bear in mind it's not exactly right next to the track. I think good to see them done in such detail. Right, so Maidstone West is next. Yeah, I mean, I presume with the 700 and the 465, you don't get the announcements, do you, with them being older trains, but that's pretty good. Good evening, Andrew. Yeah. No, you haven't missed a massive amount. We're
The next station is
a little bit of the way through, but we'll be here for a little while longer just yet. Excellent. No, that's good news. I think the key question really, and I think Rachel was asking this before the stream started. It's a question really of how many of you have got it, and obviously, needless to say, I don't want to force anybody. Not that I could force anybody, but into actually buying it. But if quite a few of you have got it, then be a natural thing to do. So we could do at least a couple of runs, I would have thought, and hopefully do one of the rail tour ones. But in theory, this could have been a very, very boring route. Yes, I know you've got a very interesting one set up, haven't you? And I don't know exactly what it is, but you gave us a little flavour of it in terms of the weather and the difficulty. So that's going to be interesting. I think it will be it'll be fascinating for us all to give it a go. Looking forward to that. And also, I'm going to be back on Monday as well, so we'll have a look at the Class 90 when it comes out on release night. So a busy old few days really. So tomorrow night, as I say, we've got a recorded video, King's Cross to Leeds, then the Sunday stream, and then Monday live again.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Again, I love the detail in and around here as well. You go from kind of out and out countryside to being somewhere a bit more substantial. Right, so Maidstone Barracks is next. So again, an interesting station, and then you kind of get in a feel for the city centre. Right, so that's buildings in the course of being constructed. That's quite interesting. Donald's Open. I wonder where they got that name from. And these look like new buildings as well. They've not just plonked a load of generic buildings in, which is good to see. We've got a few different cars there as well, or is it me? All right. Oh, it's not an 87. There we go. Oh, well, perhaps we will be getting South Western Railway in at some point as well. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that, don't I? So Maidstone Barracks is coming up next. And then I take it we pretty much go off into the countryside then.
The next station is Maidstone Barracks.
You can kind of carry on down to Dover, can't you? And also you've got the branch going off to Hastings as well.
We will shortly be arriving at Maidstone Barracks.
I've got an old video I did somewhere of Charing Cross to Hastings on with the 411 on one of my old videos, and that was with the slam door 411, and we went to Tonbridge on the southeastern route from Nicholas off the Steam Workshop on Trainsim Classic, and then we took the line out to Hastings from Tonbridge. Yeah, I can imagine that, certainly. Oh, that's good as well. Actual proper, not only the British Rail sign, but the South Eastern logo and fully labelled. Now then, we're at Maidstone Barracks. So the question is, where are Maidstone Barracks? I'll probably find I'm going off completely in the wrong direction. Oh, good evening, Kane. Hope you're well. Oh, that's good to know. Well done. Yeah, you probably find I'm looking in exactly the wrong place. Mind you, those what are those sort of buildings there? Are they just railway buildings, or I wonder?
If you see anything suspicious,
Okay, that's not generic, is it? Yeah, very interesting. Oh, we've even got a bit of an allotment there, isn't it? All right, you've got Gordon. You've right, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yes. Azza will absolutely love it. Oh, wait a minute. Try shutting the doors. I like that. Yeah. Dominic's going to go back to the drawing board of practicing on the training centre of all old loco trains. Yeah, just to get yourself in. Yeah, I pressed the V button for the windscreen wiper by mistake then. Yeah, I'll try and give it a chance at some point, Kane.
If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
But it's kind of nice at the moment, Kane, just to show off something that's brand new. Yeah, there's plenty to get excited about with this route, and I mean, in theory, it's end to end. It's not massively fast. There's loads of stopping points, loads of stations, but absolutely beautifully modelled. So I think that's. I'm honestly not sure, Kane. To be honest, and I don't want to sound like a cop out, but the obviously we're quite busy at the moment with new stuff having come out, so it's kind of nice to look at the brand new routes and stuff like that. Oh, this is interesting as well. You see here. I like having the road signs in there, that's quite nice. Oh, I saw the sparks as well on the third rail. So first time I've seen that. Seems weird seeing a three-car 375 as well. It just feels somehow just way too short. Yeah, absolutely. And I think when we do the stream on Monday on that, what I might do is rather than start off with the West Coast Main Line, I think I'm going to take a run on the North London line. Just put it into to free roam. That's my plan, I think. Yeah, fantastic, Andrew. Yeah, thanks. And all the better for something new coming out, because this is the first new route to come out for Train Sim World since I don't know if it was September or October, but it wasn't long after Train Sim World 6 first released. So it feels ages. And weirdly,
We will shortly be arriving at Aylesford.
I mean, usually when we play these brand new routes, normally have all sorts of stuttering. But I've not actually, and you have to have the shaders loading in, but I've not had any stuttering whatsoever so far. Right. Another lovely looking station. Aylesford. My lad tandoori, Indian takeaway. Ah, it's interesting that that used to be the station building, clearly the entrance to the station, but now it's an Indian takeaway. Yeah, some absolutely lovely looking posters. Ah, that's interesting as well. You've actually got a pedestrian crossing complete with traffic signals that work. Oh, that is excellent. You can actually press the button on it. That's that is great. Wonder if the they actually changed to red. Wow, that's amazing. Love that. Right, sometimes have 7-car formations, which is quite strange. Yeah, 4 and 3. Yeah, cheers, Dominic. Yeah, much appreciated. I enjoyed that, and then hopefully at some point soon we're going to be able to do parts 2, 3, and 4 as well, which I'm looking forward to. And I mean, presumably, Crew Preston's not too far off as well.
The next station is New Heights.
Yeah, well, welcome to the world of over passing the stations, Andrew. Yeah, it's certainly something I've done quite a few times on the stream. We actually heard the sound of the third rail sparks there.
We will shortly be arriving at New Heights.
Yeah, I think it's got to be soon though now.
If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016.
I mean, I thought it. I thought it would be out before Christmas. I really did, and I never expected we'd get to March and it wouldn't be out. But it's got to be soon. And again, it just feels as though they've not just plunked a load of warehousey type buildings in. I love the fact that you've kind of got there. You've got cars in and around. You've got containers parked up, and it just feels a little bit of a hive of industry. Yeah, no, that would be brilliant, Rachel. I think. Because I think the idea. Oh, I keep forgetting to wait for the guard. I think, yeah, being able to do a full run from London Euston to Blackpool in one night would be pretty nice. Class 323. Imagine we couldn't make it to Blackpool with the 323, could we? Because it won't be electrified for Preston.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted.
Yeah, anybody would think that Dominic doesn't like the driving the 87. Oh, look at the scenery here as well. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, we're having no problems with frame rates anyway. It's probably the least stuttering route I think I've had so far. Oh yes, indeed. Yeah, I did promise you I was going to pop the scoreboard up in the stream, in the comments, didn't I? But I haven't done that. But yeah, Rachel was out on top. Ah, one of the famous signal boxes as well. Oh, this is an amazing station, actually. Tell you what, let's go into neutral.
In the interests of your safety and security, CCTV is in operation on this
So
station.
this is Snodland. Interesting name. I think they were saying last night on the stream they had to kind of get a license to put this this in. But that's really lovely piece of artwork. I love the station building as well. Yeah, you've got the I don't know exactly what that's all about. Is it some sort of chemical plant maybe? I mean, I do recognise some of them buildings out of Train Sim Classic, I think, but it's still nicely done. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what I would really like to do, because in real life it would have been sort of electric hauled all the way to Preston. So if we can kind of get the Crew Preston bit where you have to detach your... Right, I'm going to wait for the guard this time. That's it. There we go. It's only take me this far in the journey to get that right. I'd like to be able to detach the electric. Oh yeah, into forward, and then actually hook the diesel up at Preston.
The next station is Horling.
Oh, I've just seen your comment, Dominic. Yeah.
Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
I like that, Dom. Yeah, I can only describe as a box of celebrations. We'll lick them all except the bounties. And that is what an 87 is to me on the game. I'd rather leave it in the tin. Excellent. Yeah, well, and I'm kind of hoping that... I mean, part 3 might be already done with the Crew Preston pack. So all being well, that might be a thing straight out of the box. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm quite partial to bounties, to be honest. In fact, I'll eat all celebrations really. The big challenge for me is actually leaving some left in the tin. So I think we're getting towards the later part of the journey. We are running about 10 minutes late.
Arriving at Horling.
Oh yes, yes, Turkish delights. Yeah, yes indeed. Yeah, I don't think my brother's a great bounties fan, funnily enough. Mars is my least favourite, actually. I don't know why. I've always found it to be slightly sickly, actually. I probably prefer the current Mars. Right, I think the older one used to be slightly thicker taste. I think I probably prefer the current Mars. Hauling. I love that little, like an outhouse sort of thing at the back. I mean, even having the... Oh, well, there we go. There we are. Wow. What can you say? They've even left the bins out for the collection. Rachel, that's like eating soup. It tastes horrible. I don't know. I'm quite partial to Turkish delight myself. Dominic, Turkish delights are like the Class 86. Kind of like them, and will tolerate them. I'll get the hang of remembering to press for the beeps on the guard before we get there, maybe. Yeah, you definitely feel the power with the 87, and I mean we'll probably talk about it more on Monday. But of course the 90 was a 87-2 as it was built by British Rail when they ordered them, but they then decided it was too much different, many differences to the original 87, both aesthetically and technically. So they ended up rebranding it as the Class 90. And of course completely thyristor control as well. But yeah, in terms of performance on the game, and of course Firefly have been working hard on blurry textures and optimization and stuff like that. This is probably the most smoothest running route that I think I can ever recall on Train Sim World. Forget the Class 90 has curse control, doesn't it? Yeah, well, cruise control or speed control. Ah, you like Maltesers, do you? Yeah, I'm alright with Maltesers. I like any sort of chocolate, really. Yeah, we were talking about this on Sunday, weren't you? That you never actually used the cruise control. And I think you basically said most of the West Coast Main Line drivers that you knew didn't actually use it either, which I found very, very interesting. I mentioned that in the video that I recorded last night. Again, another interesting place. We got a little tracked digger there. And again, a lovely scene. I love the detail there on the crane as well. Yeah, I love those little narrow boats. Orange and peppermint arrows. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. A Kit Kat. Right, okay. I like it. Oh, I'll press the wiper again. Ah, we're coming towards Strood then, the end of our first run. I I'm on a slimmy world. That's the only thing I have cut my treats out. I was gutty when my mum cut my treats out. A flake. I can't go wrong with a flake. Yeah, so this is that's crossing under HS1, isn't it, there? Probably the same day, I would imagine, Brian. Very, very quickly. And okay, I know we're going to be missing the DVT. You could probably make a formation up by putting a Class 43 power car in the back. That's what I did with the 87 once. So we're coming to the end of the first journey anyway, in towards Strood. Don't think I've spotted it yet, but there's a DHL depot as well. They got licensing from DHL. So we've got 15 then coming into the platforms.
Will shortly be arriving at Strood. Please check that you have all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Oh, we timed that nicely.
At all times whilst on the station. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the police.
Oh, there's something else going over as well. Oh, 465. Yeah, funny thing is, I remember those Yorkie Bar adverts. I really do. And that was the thing, isn't it? That was exactly the chocolate that lorry drivers would eat. I like that. All right, Andrew, I see. And again, we're well used to Strood, of course, with the original southeastern route. If you did a run from St Pancras to Faversham, but never quite like this. Not with this this amount of detail. Well, actually, we can put some brakes on. Again, very, very nice looking at over there. I'm sure if you reload up the original southeastern route, then you will notice it's a lot quieter. I know, that's the thing, isn't it? We start talking about chocolate and biscuits, and you know, you're immediately hungry. I know. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you start salivating for chocolate, don't you? We've got no chocolate in the house as well. I can't go out now because I've had my glass of wine. There we go. So we haven't got to worry about the score anyway. No competition tonight, which is a relief. And I will do the usual thing. I'll just close the game down just in case it does crash. But you kind of feel as though this is probably the best optimized route we've ever had in Train Sim World. I think you can still get Yorkie bars, can't you? I'm kind of thinking next time I call for some petrol, I'm going to have to get a Yorkie bar. Oh, I see. I like trucking. Not the 9 o'clock news, right? Wow, that takes us back a bit. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking now, I'm a bit annoyed with myself because I'm working from home tomorrow, so I can't even call for some chocolate on the way to work. So yeah, I shall probably be dreaming about chocolate now tonight. Yeah, well, that's the thing sometimes, Andrew. Yeah, if you're on a slope, it can be a bit tricky. If you watch us on Sunday, we might have some fun with the Rachel's Champions Choice scenario as well, with stuff like that, with the difficult weather, I think. I know, there's only a couple though. They only come up occasionally. So the idea is that the adverts will only come up. It's not like how I did it originally, where it's on automated. So I'll just slot them in between loading the game up. So how are we doing now? So that's well, that's taken about an hour and 20 minutes to be honest. But we'll do one more run anyway of some description. Let's have a look. I've not actually looked at the what's on offer actually with the timetable. So the 3753, we've obviously looked at the timetables there. Most of them are Paddock Wood to Strood, but you've got the Strood to Tonbridge, which is about an hour. We've got a class 33 rail tour, which is you've got on there Tonbridge to Strood, that's about 50 minutes. Strood to Rainham, that's obviously on the original Southeastern Main Line, but the modified version. Oh, I know, yeah, can't say too much, 3756, I presume, is... Oh, no, they are shorter services, aren't they? They're just the little bits there. Yeah, Rochester and Gillingham. 395. Yeah, between Rainham and Gravesend. 465. Yeah, you got some longer ones. And you've got a 47. Yeah, Victoria to Maidstone West. yeah, Maidstone West. So yeah, that's Gravesend and Maidstone West. And there is obviously some freight stuff in there as well. How long are those sort of services? Not I'll do one tonight, but yeah, you got some quite long ones there actually, haven't you? We've got a Flying Scotsman one. That might be quite interesting at some point as well. And then the 700. Shall we do one of those then, maybe? We'll perhaps do a Rainham and Gravesend then, maybe. All right, cheers, cheers, Brian. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, see you on Sunday. So we'll perhaps do a 700 one then. Perhaps do a half an hour one. So this is kind of on territory that we would already get on the original southeastern route, but this is with kind of enhanced graphics. Yeah, 7:58 should be fairly early morning vibes this time of the year. Right, where are we now? Oh.
TSW6 and AWS operational.
Take the rest of your life, wouldn't it, to get all the way to Luton? Yeah, I think it's very obvious that they have done. They've been working on optimising this route, which was. Look at that as well, a greenhouse. I love that. And the fencing within the yards, that's quite nice, and all sorts of furniture going on in the gardens. Have we got we've got a green signal, haven't we? So we'll be okay once we get the go ahead. So if you're very familiar with the original southeastern route, then you'll know kind of the difference between driving these two. Oh, excellent, yeah. I think this is... I don't know whether this is a slightly different version of the 700 to the original one, but I do have the 700 sound pack as well, which was always one of my favourite sound mods. Yeah, so we'll probably do this as the last run anyway, and we'll do, I say it's only about half an hour run. Yeah, and you know, it's funny, isn't it? You know, you couldn't really compare it with anything before, because, you know, I was always perfectly happy with how Gillingham looked in the original route, but this is clearly more advanced. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, it's just a layer, really, isn't it? So there's no particular reason why it would be any different. And always one of the favourite of the modern electrics to drive as well, because you get such a interesting view from out of the cab. Oh, we're going to be a bit too late for the... Perhaps need to get a few brakes on now. And we're out half a mile away, aren't we? We're about right. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, the the different lighting for the different periods. Yeah, I'll have to, before we finish, I'll perhaps load up one of the stations in the very early morning, and we'll have a look at what it's like. Yeah, we've got a Javelin there. I think I've just squashed a passenger there, but he seemed to just walk off the platform. Yeah, cheers, Dom. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, see you Sunday. Lovely to have all the announcements in, I think. So we've got to wait till 0806 before we can go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Dominic's off to practice. Ah, no, straight away I can see a real difference here with the foliage by the side of the track. As I recall, and I could be wrong in this, but it looked quite austere on the original route. You can see an absolute massive difference. That looks far better. I know, you've got him worried there, I think. But yeah, I think the weird thing is, I was expecting there to be a lot of criticism on the forums about the price being $29.99, but I think the problem is when you have a route that's released and straight away people say, "Wow, this is such brilliant quality," then I don't think there's been too much moaning about the price, which is good. I know, it should be interesting. Looking forward to it tremendously. I missed the 30 marker slightly. Yeah, exactly. And I think people have appreciated that already. And I think, sort of happy to support a brand new development team. And these people, top of the tree. And I think people are, I've not read masses about it on the forums, but I think people have basically said, well, it's basically a similar quality to what we've had from Just Trains. Tell you what, if you were the driver and you could hear all the in-cab announcements, it'd drive you up the wall on this route with all those stations. That's a weird angle. Oh, I can't get through that. Hang on. No. Can we get that? We can get that way. There we go. There's always a way. That's interesting as well. I wonder if that's true to life. That kind of like those bricks that are assembled there. It will probably be better off that side, wouldn't it? Yeah, and of course, hopefully, when that Crewe Preston route comes out soon, then we're going to be have the chance to try that out as well. Love driving the 700, I have to say. Yeah, it's amazing the amount of debris you do see track-wise as well, and it looks as though sometimes where there's been track maintenance, all sorts of stuff you can just see deposited on the side of the track. But yeah, you can see straight away here that there's like new buildings that have been put in there. So this is the old Rochester station, and again a few more weeds have been added, and not sure if it's a different track texture or not, but you can tell work's gone into this. No, this is the Class 700, Andrew. This is a Thameslink service, so this would be go as far as Luton on the Middle and Main Line, and at Farringdon. I mean, we don't go that far on this add-on, but at Farringdon you would actually change over from third rail, and you would raise the pantograph, and you would go into AC mode for the journey into to Luton. Some services go through to Bedford. Here's something else coming in somewhere, I think. Would have sworn I had another train then. Maybe not. Perhaps I was imagining it. Yeah, it's quite a modern train, the 700, Andrew. Perhaps there's something else you're thinking of. So we've had Strood earlier on the route, and now we've got Stroud coming up. I think he is. He might have sleepless nights about it. And I'm not 100% sure yet, but I've kind of got half an idea that when we get to Easter Sunday, we might possibly do like a freight night and do all freight runs. So that'd be something a bit different that we've not done before. Now you have to be a bit careful down here, don't you? Because it really is downhill down to... Now I'm making it up, aren't I? This is Stroud, aren't I? No, there is a Stroud, but that's in Gloucestershire. Yeah, I think it is about time, and I've been kind of waiting for the 90, so, you know, you've kind of got the choice now with, there'll be the 90, and the 66s, but also, you know, things like we could do probably a class 20 working with the that cargo line pack, and you know, a 37 or a 47, something like that. Yeah, so this is Stroud again. So obviously we've just come in here with the 375. Yeah, you get a really nice cab view with this 700. I always think. A very long platform. You can see the those were the disabled ramps, weren't they? That was up on the side there. I think the only difference is, I think I'm right in saying, because this is a longer 700, I think this is a flue, isn't it, rather than an RLU, so a full length unit. So I think when you drove them with the that mod for Brighton Main Line from the Czech Republic train sim community mod site, I think you actually got the correct stickers in there, but somebody will do a mod to correct that, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I mean, oh, actually, I need to lock my doors. Yeah, I think it's inevitable. I mean, actually, Josh was saying. Thought we'd close, aren't we? Nope, maybe not. Josh was saying, I think on Sunday, that he'll be, or was it in the Discord forum? I can't remember now. Might have been in Discord, but he said he will 100% modify his 2019 timetable. Yeah, I think it was when we were watching the stream on Monday. So he said give him a few weeks and he'll update the OTS 2019 timetable. So I can guarantee you that little anomalies like that will be ironed out. Because I think he did say it's quite quiet, really, their timetable. There aren't anywhere near enough freight services in the timetable for the day. So what have we got to stop at now? Higham and then Gravesend. So that's end of journey then, isn't it? Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you know his 2019 timetable anyway, don't you, for West Coast Mainline South? So yeah, it's just going to be a question of him, I guess, substituting in the 90s for some of the 66s, and to give a bit of variation. But he reckons it won't take him too long to amend that. So that'll be good to see. But I think the ATS timetable, I don't think it's absolutely amazing, the one that comes with the pack, but it'll be all right, you know, for a little bit of an interim measure, I think, to begin with. First time we've had proper dark tunnels as well on this route through here, I'm pretty sure. So a bit more realistic to see as well. Don't think it was this dark on the original one. Pretty long tunnel, this one. That little section in between as well. Good evening, Seb. Yeah, we're having a quick look at Medway Valley. we're not far off the end, to be honest. We've got a couple of stops, Higham and then Gravesend, and then we'll kind of call it a day for tonight's little mini stream. We're back on Sunday with the usual stream. Just a quick heads up as well that I've got a recorded video for Train Sim Classic coming out tomorrow night, which is that's a class 90 and a full run from King's Cross to Leeds with the Mark IV set and the DVT behind us, but with a class 90 leading. Oh, absolutely, yeah, and all that's yeah, perfectly doable. I think it's great that you do that, and I mean that's straight away. That's something you cannot do in Train Sim Classic. You can add trains in, you can do free roam and all that sort of stuff, but I think to be able to add trains in and then the normal timetables operational is amazing. And that's what I'm planning to do on Monday, actually. So we'll start off on Monday by we'll do a run, I think, on the North London line, and we'll see if we can pick it up at Wembley, Willesden, hopefully, and then take it through to Stratford, I think. Yes, DVT, yeah, gotcha. Oh, very good. Yeah, deep vein thrombosis, yeah. We use all these train expressions quite a lot, don't we? Of course, driving van trailer in the train world. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at the North London line and kind of check where I can spawn in. That will be my task before it comes out Monday. But hopefully we'll do that, and then we'll do a more regular run on West Coast Main Line South on Monday night. Yeah, just hoping the bank manager's going to be a bit sympathetic about the all this stuff I've been buying for Train Sim over the last 7 days. It's almost, in a way, you're kind of hoping perhaps Crew Preston might be a few weeks away, just to give the wallet a bit of a rest, really. Yeah, I think Monday we'll try and do both. We'll do one on the North London line, and then we'll do a kind of a conventional, probably Wembley to Milton Keynes on you know, using the timetable that comes with it. Oh, this is what's this? This is Who Yard, isn't it? So again, always looked empty on the original route. So good to see we've got some wagons all lined up there. Yeah, I'll have a look at the paths anyway before I start it. I suppose in theory we could perhaps do sort of Stratford to Wembley and then Wembley to Milton Keynes, but I don't know. We'll have a look anyway. I'll see what's possible. Ah, excellent. Yeah, I do love the German stuff, and I must properly get the hang of it. And I mean, did buy in the sale the. I've got quite a few of the German routes anyway, but I bought that Frankfurt S-Bahn route, and I love the bit around like the Frankfurt Airport station and the you know, like the Frankfurt main station as well. And there's a again, a bit of a networky feel about that route. So there's that, and there's the new American route, which I like as well. So there's a lot going on, and you know, I'm always going to be mainly interested in the British stuff, and that will never ever stop. But it's good to try out different things, as long as it's kind of busy and interesting. I mean, that Czech route that came out, you know, was sort of all right, but I just couldn't get excited about that. All right, excellent. All right, bit of German shunting. That's interesting. But yeah, you can definitely tell that they have, Firefly have massively improved this route compared with what it was before. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And again, I'm guilty of having, you know, bought it in the sale, and I've run it a couple of times where I haven't really taken full advantage. Good evening, Gaming 85. Yeah, hope you're well. We're kind of coming to the end of the stream. Actually, we're not too far off. Gravesend is going to be the end. I'm going to quickly load up the game in the early morning just to see what it looks like. But other than that, we'll pack things up for the night. I've not, to be honest. I kind of feel as though I've thrown off things like Thomas the Tank Engine. Really, I feel I'm a bit too old for it now. Ah, excellent. Ah, there's all sorts of stuff that goes on, isn't there? So what time do you reckon I should load up to get the that early morning view? Perhaps try, what, 6 o'clock in the morning maybe? Oh, I don't know. I feel it sometimes, Gaming 85. Oh, we've got a 465 in the bay as well. Ah, excellent. No, that's really good. I'm still a bit away from the end of the platform actually here. Okay, yeah, fine. Now I've gone past it. I'm supposed to be able to see through those monitors through through here, aren't I? So I've gone way past. Okay, well, I was going to wait for that, but it's a couple of minutes away, isn't it? So, yeah, we'll just have a quick look then. Yeah, or even earlier. Yeah, let's have a look what's available. So right, Medway Valley. Where are we? 375. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, let's have a look at one of these early things, yeah. Yeah, so if we said like 0504, for example, between, oh no, that's 0448. That's pretty early, isn't it? You put the high beam on then, can't you? All right, like that. That looks interesting. Main beam. That really is lit up nicely, isn't it?
TSW6 and AWS operational.
Dim beam, you do we? Right, okay. Yeah, see, dip beam, yeah, fair enough. Right, yeah, see you Sunday at Scooby. And, right, you're going to look out for the East Coast Main Line tomorrow night. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that's 7:30, I think, for the full run to Leeds. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much, as always, for watching and your chatting. That's really, as ever, appreciated. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Well, we're being a bit naughty, probably sounding the horn at this time of the morning, aren't we? Yeah, I like the fact that we can see, and the place is kind of lit up generally as well. It does look nice. I mean, sometimes nighttime stuff can be a bit grim. Oh, it's one of these things though, we've got to change the tracks, isn't it? I think. Ah, okay. Yeah, we should have changed the tracks. Oh, well, oh, I see. Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, we'll probably give it a go. We'll probably give it an end then at that point then. But yeah, nice to look at the lighting and the way it looks. I love the way it's kind of cast the light over the train, and it's not just completely dark. So I think they've really mastered something here, Firefly simulation. So we'll probably call it. Look at that as well. The smoke going through for the if you go through the washer. Well, not the smoke, the steam. So we'll probably end it there then. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining. I know there's been a lot of videos on this Medway Valley line, but I think everybody absolutely loving it, and it's fairly short, but it's very, very nicely done, and I think we're all very, very impressed with it, and so So I say, just a quick heads up for what's coming up. So tomorrow night I've got a recorded video on at 7:30, Train Sim Classic, Class 90 on the East Coast Main Line from King's Cross to Leeds. On Sunday we'll have our Championship Train Sim World 6 live stream, and we'll certainly have another look at this Medway Valley line. There might be a couple of other scenarios thrown in as well. And then also on Monday we'll have a look at the class 90 on Train Sim World 6. Oh, there's that train going now. Yeah, very interesting. So plenty coming up, and I say, if you're new to the channel, you're not watching this before, if you consider liking and subscribing, I'd be tremendously grateful and really appreciated. But I'll say good night for now. Yeah, thank you very much, Kane, for joining us. Thank you for Rachel and everybody else that's been involved. As ever, your chat's been really useful and helpful, and added to the enjoyment of the stream. So I'll say good night for now, and until Sunday for the live stream. Tomorrow night, if you want to watch the recorded one from Powerflower, Trains and Planes, it is good night.